Hello everyone, welcome to Miss Merrill Makes. I'm Miss Merrill, and as you could see, I was just taking a little dancing break because I'm feeling very inspired by your art lesson that I'm going to teach you today. And today, I am going to show you how to make your very own dancing giraffe picture. This is inspired by one of my favorite children's books called Giraffes Can't Dance. It's by Gilles Andrade and Guy Parker Rees, and this story is about a clumsy giraffe named Gerald who really wants to learn how to dance and has to be very brave to find out how along the way. It's a really fun story. If you want to pair the read aloud with this lesson, all you have to do is type Giraffes Can't Dance read aloud into your search bar on YouTube, and you'll see some read alouds for this story come up. So, this lesson I typically do with younger elementary students, grades K through 2. So this is an example of one that I do in class. Usually at school, I have the kids draw their giraffe dancing on yellow paper, and I teach you how to make the arms and legs moving in any direction you want to get your giraffe to look like it's dancing. And then we cut our giraffes out and glue them onto blue paper, drawing some designs for the background that are kind of similar to the illustrations from the story. Now, today I'm going to be showing you how to draw your giraffe dancing on white paper, but if you have color paper at home, you're welcome to use that and cut it out too. Or you can make one of these fun single standing dancing giraffes like these ones here. Okay? This lesson, as I said, is best for younger elementary students, grades K through 2, but if you're older than that, you're welcome to join along and make yours more detailed. Or also you can check out my other video called Detailed Giraffe Drawing, and in that lesson, it's more fit for grades 3 through 5 and above, and I will teach you how to make a more realistic looking giraffe. But let's get started on our awesome dancing giraffe drawings, okay? Okay, now I'm going to show you how to draw your very own dancing giraffe. Remember, I'm going to show you how to draw this on white paper. I'll be using pencil to show you, and you might need an eraser in case you want to erase the spaces where the arms and legs connect to the body, but you also don't have to, okay? So, let's get started. What we're going to do to start our giraffe is we're going to draw a big oval for the giraffe's body. Just make sure that when you draw this oval that it's kind of in the middle of your paper, because you still need a lot of room for the legs and the neck and head, right? Giraffes have really long necks and arms and legs too, or 4 legs. Okay, next I'm gonna add the head. So the head, I'm also gonna do an oval shape but on its side, and I try to make one side of the oval a little bigger or wider, kind of like an egg almost, okay? Because that's gonna be the top of the head. Next, we're gonna connect the head to the body with 2 lines. And before I add the mane on the giraffe's neck, I'm gonna add its ears. So 2 pointy triangular shapes, but maybe with slightly more rounded lines. And then the 2 little horns or bumps on top of its head. I just draw those with 2 double lines with a circle on top of each. Okay, now starting from this ear down, I'm gonna add another line behind the neck, which is gonna form my giraffe's mane, or the hair on its neck. And to separate that from the neck so it looks different, I can add some lines into it. Okay, now let's start working on the giraffe's arms and legs. So think about how you want your giraffe to be dancing. Do you want one arm up and one arm down? Or maybe you want one on its waist or both arms up? I'm gonna show you some techniques for how to bend the arms and the legs as well. So each arm or leg needs to have a slight bend to it. So if you want them to be up, that means instead of just drawing one line, think of it like 2 lines that connect at sort of a corner, where there's the top of the arm and the bottom of the arm. Then you go across just a little bit and double that line up. So add another one following that shape. And then you can add a little line across the top for the hoof. Now let's say I want one resting on the giraffe's hip, with its hand or its arm on its hip. For that, I want to draw a triangle shape coming out of the giraffe. And then I'm going to double that up and add a little line for the hoof. And now it looks like it has one arm up and one arm on its hip. Okay? Next, we're going to add the legs. The legs are also going to have a slight bend to them, like this shape, but going downward. So let's say I want one kind of bent and standing on the ground. I'm going to come down, give it a little bend by turning it to slightly to the right. And then I'm going to double this up and add the hoof. And then for the other one, I want it to be kicking up. So I'm going to come down and then I'm going to come up and double that up. Down and up. Okay. Now, if you want your giraffe to have a tail, you can just add it in with a slightly wiggly line and double it up. And then at the tail part, or the part at the end of the tail, it kind of looks like a paintbrush with hair. So I draw this shape kind of similar to the ear actually, and I fill that with lines. Okay, the last thing that my giraffe needs is a face with eyes, nose, and mouth, and all of its spots. So I'm going to go ahead and add those details. The eyes, you can do them any way you want. I like to draw the eyes on mine kind of curved, like it's closing its eyes, like it's just really enjoying this dance. And two skinny little nostrils for the nose. And then a little smile coming out of the side for the mouth. Okay. The last thing my giraffe needs is some spots. So you can do any size or shape spots you want. You can do kind of blob shaped ones, or for this one, I'm just doing ovals and circles. And notice how sometimes I make my ovals or circles coming out of the side, like this. So do them all along the body, the neck, and the arms and legs. Technically, a giraffe has 4 legs, but in our picture, because it's dancing with 2 legs down, I kind of call the top 2 arms. Okay. Finish adding your spots. You can add little ones on the tail too if you want. And then you're ready to draw a background and color your picture. So when you're all done, you might think about drawing a place from the story, kind of like on the cover how Gerald is dancing in the moonlight with a big circular moon and stars and grass. You could draw any of those details or any other pictures from the story. Okay. Or if you want, you can also have fun with just drawing your giraffe or even cutting it out. I'll show you the examples I showed earlier here. So this one has orange spots, and this one has brown spots, and I cut them out. Okay, so you can also have a freestanding giraffe like that. All right, have fun drawing your giraffes. Thanks for watching my demonstration. Thank you everyone so much for learning how to draw your very own dancing giraffe with me. I can't wait to see your pictures, and if you have some time today, why don't you practice your dance moves just like your giraffe. See ya!